Hi everybody, if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Lori and welcome to the Chatty Bookworm. And today we're going to talk about some books that I'm hoping to get to in February. Hold on a minute. Okay. Two of these books started now, so I might be done by February. But I'm going to show you this one first because if I do finish this before the February, the next book comes out, so I'll be reading that as well, and that is by Tracy Wolff, her Covet. I always say that word wrong. I think it's Covet. But anyways, it's the third book in her vampire series with Catamere Academy. Yeah, so I just started this one. I'm not very far in. I'm only on page 62. But if I finish this before that, then of course it won't be in the February one, but Court, which is going to be the fourth one that comes out on Tuesday, that one will be read sometime in February. So I also started my reread, and I'm not very far because I just started it, my reread of the Mind F series by S.T. Abbey. I just barely started it. Like, I'm on page like 22. So if I don't finish this whole bundle set, because it's all 5 books, then I will definitely be continuing on next month. The next one is a reread. I'm going to be standing up to grab some of the books because some of the books are over that way. But as you guys know, the next book in the Crescent City series comes out by Sarah J. Maas. So I'm going to reread Crescent City, the first one, which is House of Earth and Blood. I always forget what the other one's called, so that's why I just say Crescent City. Because for the life of me, I blank. I know it's like House of Earth and Blood or something like that, maybe. Am I right? I don't know. No, that one's House of Earth and Blood. House of Breath and Air? No. Wait a minute. I know how to find it. It will tell you here. Because the different houses. House of Sky and Breath. See how bad I am? I can't even remember the title. I was saying the title that we're already talking about. But anyways. Yeah, so the next one is House of Sky and Breath. I don't know if I'll get to House of Sky and Breath in February. We will see. Because I don't know if my friend Drew and Charlie are going to get to it in February, and we're supposed to buddy read it, but I might, if I don't want to get spoiled, so I might just, if they are not going to do it, I might just go ahead and start it anyways, before I don't get spoiled for what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm super excited to reread this. I did pick it up the other day, and I was going to start it, but I decided to wait, so maybe I'll start it before February, but I definitely won't finish it. Okay, now some business here. Hi, these two. Okay, I'm a Patreon of Bethany from Beautiful Bookish Bethany, and one of the books for February, because there's 2. The first book, the main book is by Olivia White, something like that. It's called The Lady's Guide to Celsio Mechanics. I'm not sure what it's about. I just know it's sapphic. And that's all I want to know because I want to go in as blindly as possible. But it looks short. I don't know how many pages there are. Just a little over 300, like maybe 322, something like that. So yeah. Like I said, I don't want to know anything about it, but I just know that. The other one that they're doing is Best Kept... No. It's something with a man. Sorry, I got distracted. There's an animal... there's a bird, or I don't know what that is. Some kind of bird or something on the tree. Oh, I got distracted. Let me see if I can, like, really quick show you guys. If it doesn't leave, let me pause it for a minute, and I will turn the camera. Look at it. Can you guys see it? I don't know what that is. Some kind of an animal. I don't know if it's an owl or a bird or what it is. But wow, I don't know what it is. But it flew. Alright, I just thought that was cool, but I don't know what that was. I think it was an owl. But it was cool. But anyways, we talked about this one. And then Charlie, my friend Charlie, and my friend Drew, they run prayer reads on Instagram. And for February, we're reading Love Somebody by Rachel Roskick. I'm not sure. I know he's liking somebody and the person doesn't like him or something. I don't know. I know that there's different representation in here. I'm not sure what the different representations are, but it sounds like it's going to be interesting. I'm hoping I can get into it because I did read the first couple of chapters, and I'm so used to like not reading like really young books anymore. I'm more into like adult books now more, so it's kind of hard for me to really get into like YA, you know, like when they're still in school, but I'm going to try to read it. Charlie seems to really love it. She said it was really good so far. I don't know if she finished it yet because she started it early, but yeah, but I love the cover. Some of these books I know I'm not going to get to, and there's some books that I didn't bring with me because I can't find them right now that I do want to try to read. So some of these you probably won't see until like later in the year. We'll see. But another one I would like to try to get to is The Bone Spindle by Leslie Vidar, something like that. I know it's sapphic, but it's not sapphic between these two. One of them is like some girl or something that she meets, I guess. I'm not really sure. And the other one is with the prince. Like Falls for the Prince guy that she's supposed to wake up. It says, the sleep of death, broken with a single kiss. Some curses are meant to be broken. So I'm going to tell you. But Blair Rose, instead of being a female, is a male. So it's gender flipped, whatever that's called. I forget what it's called. I'm so bad at remembering terms. But I've heard so many amazing things about this book. I'm super excited. It says, kiss the prince, break the curse. So I'm like, yes, please. Let me bring this one pile that's over here. We'll talk about this pile next. Oh, boy. Okay. I want to try this. This is my friend Erica's, like, one of her favorite books. And I'm hoping this one I could get into. I don't know what it is about N.K. Jemisin. Like, I really want to love her books, and everybody loves them, but I just, for some reason, can't get into them. So I'm hoping this one will be different. I'm not too sure about this. It says, gods and mortals, power and love, death and revenge, she will unleash them all. These are all 3 books, and I think there's a novella as well in here. So I'm not going to read them all. I would like to at least read the first one. I didn't know I had that bookmark in there. Ew, sorry. I'm not even sure if it tells you what it's about on here because of the bind-up, because sometimes the bind-ups don't show you what they're about. But the first book is The 100,000 Kingdoms. Then there's the Broken Kingdom, then the Kingdom of Gods, and then the Awakened Kingdom. I need to get rid of that bookmark. I didn't know I had that bookmark in there. That's all it says, though, what I just read. So I'm not really sure too much. I think she has to, like, compete with some of her other family members or something for something. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Like I said, it don't tell you on here, so, yeah. I have to look it up. I did, like, start this at one time, but I decided to wait to read it. But I really want to read it. Like I said, I forgot a couple of books. Like, I want to, if I can, if I remember, I want to read Will Smith's how do you say that word? You know, where it says his life. Talk about his life. But that I got from Book of the Month, but I forgot to bring it in. So, yeah. But this one sounds like it'll be good. I'm hoping, like I said, to at least read the first one. Then we got Wings of Ebony by J.L. I'm not too sure about what this is about. I think her, like, she gets taken somewhere from her sister or something? Or is that a different one with that? Yeah, it says Rue's family is her whole life. Her sister Tasha, Mona, and moms. Her sister Tasha, moms, and the play aunties and cousins who live in East Row, the Houston neighborhood she calls home, are her world. But it is upended when the unthinkable happens. Moms, I think it says. I should have turned on my light. Is murdered, and Roe is snatched away by a father who abandoned her her at birth. A father who now insists she follow him to his home. Something, a secret country of gods who willed a powerful magic. And I think she finds out that her sister is going down the wrong path or something like that, or in with the wrong crowd, and she's not supposed to contact her sister and stuff, and she does, and then stuff happens. I'm not really sure. I did, like, pick it up before and read some of the book, but I didn't finish it. I read, like, 50-something pages. I think if I remember correctly, I was enjoying it. So, yeah. Then we got Razor Blade Tears by S.A. Cosby. This is my daughter's copy, but I heard this was really good, but very sad. I know that, like, their sons were married. I think they were either dating or they were married, and they were murdered. And they didn't have the best relationships with their kids because of how, because they were gay, I guess. I'm not really sure. But they want to get revenge on whoever killed them. It says, a black father, a white father, 2 dead sons, a quest for revenge and redemption. Ike Randolph has been out of jail for 15 years with not so much as a speeding ticket in all that time, but a black man with cops at the door knows to be afraid. The last thing he expects to hear is that his son Isaac has been murdered along with Isaac's white husband, Derek. Ike had never fully accepted his son, but is devastated by his loss. Derek's father, Buddy Lee, was almost as ashamed of Derek for being gay as Derek was ashamed of his father's criminal record. Buddy Lee still had contacts in the underworld, though, and he wants to know who killed his boy. So, I guess they're going to become really good friends as they both go on this quest together to find out who murdered their sons. So, it sounds like it's going to be really good, but heartbreaking. Trying to grab these stack that's over here. I'm bound to determine you guys to read some really good, really, like, variety of books, where it's not all just by white authors, and it's all not, like, romance and not all fantasy, a little bit of everything. I still haven't got to do my reread to annotate it, the first set in the Percy Jackson series. So I'm going to try in February. This one's going to be like one of my least priorities. But if I can, I'm going to try to read the first one, The Lightning Thief, and annotate it. So yeah, if not, then I'll probably just save it for March. Let's see, I'm trying to put them where I already talked about. Okay, let's grab, I still got a long way to go, you guys, so this is going to be a really long video, like I said. So if you guys have to take a break and go get something to drink, then I would advise it, or something to snack on. Okay, I started but haven't finished Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. This is, she went to jail for a certain reason, and she wants to, like, be able to see her daughter, and I think it's her in-laws, not in-laws, but her daughter's family. Grandma and grandpa from the guy that she got pregnant by. Anyways, I think they're trying to keep her from them or something keep her daughter from her. and she gets involved with this guy, and he has ties where he can see the little girl and stuff. And I don't know, I guess they're gonna fall in love. I'm not really too sure, but I know a lot of people are loving it. So that one. I have The Kindred by Alicia, I don't know how you say it, Dow. One bond can save a kingdom. And yeah. And what'd you call it? JL, who wrote the Ebony, the one that, Wings of Ebony, that I'm going to try to read, blurped it. So ain't that cool? I'm reading the author, that one of the authors that blurped in the book, in this book. So yeah. Yeah, I read a few pages in here, but I decided to save it for next month. And I was liking it so far. I just know, like, he's a prince, and she's from, like, the lower kingdom, you know, where she ain't rich or anything like that. But they got matched together, and his family is murdered, and he's being blamed for it. So he's afraid that they'll go after her as well. So they run away, and they crash on Earth. So it sounds like it's gonna be really good. I've got You Reach Sam by Dustin Theo, something like that. How do you move forward when everything you love is on the line? This is supposed to be sad. Her boyfriend dies. I think he dies in a car accident, and she finds a phone. I don't know if it's her phone, and it just has his, no, I don't know exactly, but I just know she picks up the phone or something to listen to a message, and he's on the other line. But they know that the phone is going to eventually die, and then they're going to lose their, you know, contact with one another. So, sounds like it's going to be very sad book. Then we have The Wild Ones, a novel by Nafaza Azad. I'm not sure. I also do another, I forget the name of it. I think it's Diverse Reads or something like that. Something along those lines. I also, oh my gosh, do a book thing with, like, each month. And this is their pick for February. I just know it has something to do with magic. This boy, they saved, and he gives them something, and now he's in trouble or something like that, and they have to try to save him or something. I know it's supposed to be very dark. I know there's trigger warnings in here, so yeah. But it sounds like it's going to be good. And then we have She Who Became the Sun by Shelly Parker Chan, something like that. I think this is a Milan retelling. That's all I really know. And I don't really want to know too much. This one I got from Unplugged. And it has two different covers. It has that one and then the actual cover. So this one's the special edition cover. But this is the regular cover. So I just keep them on together. But yeah, I don't want to know, like I said, anything else about that. We got 2 more piles, you guys. 2 more piles. And then there are some books that I pre-ordered in February that come out in February that I want to try to read. So yeah, there's a lot of books. I got The Sweetest Remedy by Jane Igaharo, I don't know. Says the author of Ties That Tether, which I've never read. I'm not too sure about what this is about. And like I said, I'm trying to go in blindly as possible with my books. So yeah, I might participate in Blackathon for their romance one. I'm going to look at their video for that and see what the prompts were for romance. So if I participate, I will film a video for it. But I think this is like for the romance one, because there's different teams, different things you can do. Like there's sci-fi, I believe. I don't know what else. There's one that's something, and also like nonfiction and stuff like that. Different things like that. And I think, and each of them have a group book. And I believe this one might be the group book. I'm not positive, but I'm almost positive. But like I said, I'll find out and I'll let you guys know if I decide to participate, what I'm going to be reading. The next one is the third book in the Hate series, or Twisted series. The first one was Twisted Love. The second one is Twisted Games. And if I'm remembering correctly, and the third one is Twisted Hate. And it just came out today. So happy book birthday, Anna Hong. And it says he hates her almost as much as he wants her. So you meet Jules and whatever got his name, Josh? Yeah, Josh, in the first book. She's the best friend of his sister, but they do not like each other. And they're gonna, it's one of those ones where it's hate, but then he offers her, he's like, we hate each other, but we also want to have sex. We want to be with each other that way, So why don't we just do hate with benefits? And then it's going to turn into love. Sounds like it's going to be so much fun. And he's a doctor. She's a lawyer, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, she's doing the bar exam to become an attorney. That's what it is. So, yeah. Then we got The Temperature of Me and You by Brian Zipke. It says, light a fire in my soul that had me burning through these pages. That's what somebody said. But this one, it says, 16-year-old Dylan Highmark thinks his winter is going to be full of boring shifts at the Dairy Queen until he finds himself in love with a boy who's literally too hot to handle. So, Superman. No, I don't know who he is. He's a superhero of some sort, I guess. We got Something Fabulous by Alexis or Alex Hall. This one is so the one guy proposes to the other guy's sister, and it wasn't a good proposal. Just say that. So she runs off, and the other guy's like, you got to go after my sister, and you got to do a sweet romantic, proposal. I guess they're really into romance books and stuff. And of course, these two are going to go look for her, and of course, they're going to fall in love along the way. So it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Then we got the author said it is not a retelling. It's just like a twist, like a cracked or twisted fairy tale, whatever you want, twisted something. I forget what they call it. I forget, but that type of a fairy tale, where it's fractured. And it's Hooked by Emily McIntosh. And this one, he is, of course, Captain Hook. And I guess the girl is Peter Pan's daughter, maybe? I'm not really sure. And he wants revenge on Peter Pan, of course, so he goes after her, I guess. And they're going to get hooked up. They're going to hook up. But in this one, it's not the bad one, but the good, not the good one, but the bad one, get in a romance, It says, once upon a time, there was a little boy, his belly full of laughter, his life full of joy, until one day something changed, stripped his innocence away. The hole inside making space for the devil to come and play. His dreams gone forever. He grew up way too fast. An endless night of crocodiles and watches made of glass. He grew into a villain, the taste of vengeance on his tongue, craving to make his enemies pay for the misdeeds they had done. Instead, he found a darling girl and refused to let her go. For what better way to make the man pay than to steal his little shadow? So, it's going to be a dark romance, and I'm here for it. I've been really liking dark romances. Another pile. Of course, Onley James has the next one in the Necessary Evil series with Asa and Zane. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be reading that. Okay. All right, then we got the fine print. I just had to plug her because I didn't want to forget to mention my girl. I just love her book so much. But anyways, okay. The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This is about this guy that owns, or he's the manager. I don't know what he is, but whatever, of this amusement park, and this lady that works there. She's drunk and she does like a nasty like thing, like against the amusement park, I think. I'm not sure. And she thinks she's gonna get fired, but instead, no, he doesn't fire her. But he lies and uses an alias, and she's gonna find out, and then the shit's gonna hit the fan. So yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. And then you guys, if you guys watch my my thing recently, my book diary one that I did, Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. So I got Lotus by Jennifer Hartman. This is about this boy who went missing 22 years ago, and he's found and brought back, and it's about the girl that was his best friend and never forgot about him, and you know, it's their romance, I guess. I'm sure it's gonna be dark. We're almost done, you guys. We're almost done. We got Icebreaker by A.L. Garzidi or something like that. Says they're fighting to be the best on the ice, but what happens when rivalry melts into romance? So it's an ice hockey one, and yeah, there are trigger warnings in here. It's going to be hate to love, Mel, so yes. We got The Roughest Draft by Emily, I'm not sure how you say the last name, and Austin Sigma Broca. I think these two are married in real life. And it's a romance for the books, it says. And I think these two are partners as well in the book. And something happens and they quit their being friends and stuff like that, but they still have like one more book that they have to publish. So they have to get back together to publish that book, and of course they're gonna fall in love. Sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun. And the last one is Hate by Tate James. It's the first book in the Madison Kate series. My friend, oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm thinking about my one friend because I'm missing her a lot. But my friend Kaylani from Kaylani Simply Reads or Kaylani Simply Me, I forget what her channel's name is. But anyways, she loves this series. I just know it's a oh gosh, I always forget the name of the word. It's where she's with more than one guy. Reverse harem, that's it. Yeah. And something happens and she gets sent away for a year. She's at the wrong place at the wrong time. Something like that. She gets set up. I don't know. She thinks these guys are the ones that set her up. When she comes back, she finds out that her dad is with the woman, I guess, and the son of one of the guys. And he's living there, and she wants revenge on the guys, him and his friends. And there's also a stalker that's stalking her. And yeah, it sounds like it's going to be dark and twisted, and I'm all here for it. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry this is so long. Like I said, some of these I probably will read, some of them I won't. I might put some of them like into a cup and just pick certain ones. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. But I know there's certain ones I'm going to be reading for sure. I'm going to be reading Crescent City, the first one. Hopefully the second one. I'm going to be reading Court by Tracy Wolf, of course. And a few other ones that I really want to get to. And then everything else we will see about. Sorry this is so long. Let me know what you're planning on reading in February. And I hope you guys liked this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. Hit that bell icon, please, so you'll know whenever a video like this is up for your viewing pleasure. And I will be back later for another video, so stay tuned.